Hello, everybody. Before we get started, as always, I want to give a shout out to the lovely music we've been listening to during pre-stream here. This is The Heist by Slipstream. Thank you very much. Okay, so I jumped to the gaming overlay first. That's fine. Anyway, hello, it is I, Deuscain, your variety type streamer for the night. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever it is in your part of the world. We are going to be playing some more Slay the Princess tonight. It's a very gory, very spooky, very stabby game with us and knife and princess, and we stab. Or maybe we don't, but mostly this run I've been stabbing. So, yeah, it's a pretty heckin' good game. And I had a really good time last time. I'm mostly trying to find like different routes through the game, different things and stuff to do that might open and unlock a few things for me. Let's see here. Ooh, I don't need that anymore. Like, I have things on my desktop. What are they for? That is Elden Ring DLC map. That is not what I need. This was the one. Okay, well, maybe I'll try it once we beat this first run. But yeah, last time we were playing Slay the Princess, we started a brand new run. We did the shortest, simplest, sweetest ending of the game, which is walk up, stab her, and leave. And then we were happy. Sort of. But then we actually did a serious run. I got a whole bunch of new paths, including... what is it? I went from the Empress to the Fury. I went from the Prisoner to the Cage. And I got the Razor. I did a really big path with the Razor. That was like 4 or 5 chapters, which was awesome because that's the first time I went that far. And I'm trying to remember, I think I did one, the Witch into the Wild. So, did a bunch of really cool paths, things that I hadn't seen before in the game. And it's so interesting how just wildly different they all are. And I'm very curious, like, what the ending's going to be like this time. But anyway, I believe the last time I checked, the next princess is, according to the game, canonically going to be the last one we need to get in order to get the ending. So, that's what we're doing. I haven't had much extra interesting things to happen since our last stream. I was, that was Wednesday night. I was off yesterday. I went nowhere. I did nothing. It was Thanksgiving. And I don't really go visit family. So, no crazy food adventures. I ordered some turkey today from a place. So, that was good. Turkey and gravy with some mashed potatoes and broccoli and some stuffing. That was good. It was tasty. Wanted to get out there and actually like eat at that place, like face to face, but plans changed a little bit today, and I ended up spending the day home today too. But much better day today than yesterday. Yesterday I was kind of feeling down a little bit. So, but anyway, so yeah, I don't have a whole lot to report. Actually, wait, when did that come out? Actually, I do have something to report. If you go check out my Discord, which you should be checking out my Discord, because it's there and it's a cool place, and I put all the fan art there. In Discord, I have a recent PNG show up in my commissioned art section of my Padaru design, my little Santa guy outfit, and I have impressed it upon the community to take him on adventures this holiday season. Take him on trips, take him on adventures, so feel free to take that one and Photoshop it around. Have some fun with them. It'll be fine. This is one, like, it's a silly Padaru design. Like, it's nothing too crazy. But, yeah. Want to take him out on an adventure? That's fine. I might do some of that myself. That's the thing. Let's see, what else? Got another... got a sketch of another commission back. Today, and I was chatting with the artist a little bit about some changes I wanted to make to it. And then I put in one new commission, and mostly I went and bought a whole bunch of Christmas presents for other online content creators and streamers that I know and that I am close to. So, getting people some nice treats for Christmas. So, that's mostly done. I have 3 people left I'd like to give gifts to, but unfortunately I can't seem to find any gift-giving things for any of them. And then 2 of them I was able to at least find Ko-Fi pages. So I can give them money if I really want to. It's not a great gift, but I would like more. One of them, I swear to God, nothing. And this is actually the one I probably would have wanted to give to the most. So, if you're out there, Skyrim Drifter, open up a fucking throne page so I can buy you something nice for Christmas. Male VTubers don't get enough love. Let me help you. Let me give you a gift, damn it. But no, this guy's a good boy. He's streaming right now. I doubt he will hear this. Almost certainly he won't. But it is still fun to yell at him a little bit by proxy. He doesn't want love. I would get him a nice selection of tea. Oh. For shame. For shame. But. I think I bought like 9 to 12 gifts for people already. But I will say, frickin' Throne. I have one. That is also out there on my socials, so if you want to check out what my... Do I have a command for Throne? I do have a command for Throne, yeah. So I updated my Throne. I threw a bunch of stuff on it. If you don't want to use Throne, or if you don't choose not to use Throne, I completely understand. Throne, hey, congrats on catching the Gimlet. Or Glimmet. If you don't want to use Throne, or if you have some reasons why, I completely understand. As somebody who was shopping on Throne last night, man, the shipping prices are freaking nuts right now. I was trying to get somebody a $35, $36 tabletop RPG book, and with shipping and fees, that thing ballooned up to $70. And I'm like, holy fuck, it's a book, guys. Like, they tend to make them thick and sturdy, but the guy said he has a Throne. I don't know where. Yeah, me neither. I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. Not easily. Get him to share the damn thing. Let me shower that boy with love. He does enough for his community. It's our turn to give him something nice. And as I said, male VTubers don't get enough love, so this is a chance to fix that a little bit. So yeah. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been up to. Just up to some mischief. Fun thing, some of the people noticed the gifts right away, either like last night or this morning. Some people, they haven't noticed yet. And in the case of a few people, I know they're like part of the same friend circle, and I bought them matching gifts. And I'm going to be really happy when they finally notice. So, I've told a few mutual friends. I hate the upcharging what they did to Perry. What did they do to Perry? Did they just like not deliver a gift to Perry? Is that what they did? Like they just said they lost it and then never gave her the money back or something? Because I'm curious. Also, yeah, there's no background music for this. Let me go back actually to the chatting one. Yeah, Throne is good if you care about security. She got a 4070. It got delivered to God knows where, and they won't refund or help or anything. Oh, that's scummy. That's real scummy. Yeah, that's the problem with Throne. It does one thing right, which is it is a security-focused, privacy-focused wish list. But that's kind of the only thing it gets right. The rest of it's just a pain in the ass. Their back-end storefront's a mess. Their shipping fees are atrocious. Like, say what you want about Amazon. Their shit's at least cheaper. But yeah, it's not good. But man, she lost out on a 4070. That sucks. That's so upsetting. Man. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I think I've got 2 new commissions up at the moment, and I'm probably going to have a third popping soon, because I've been doing a little bit of shopping for commissions today, but I've been mostly otherwise distracted. Yeah. Had a pretty good day, though. Anyway. Oh, got a sneeze coming on. Okay, there I go. Better. Alright, let's boot up the game and get it started. It is going to probably take me a minute to double check the audio for the game, because the game's audio is a little weird shitty. So, let's check here. The game should be going live. There we go. Alright. So the audio's messed up again. Why does the audio go wrong all the time? There it is. Okay. So we are going to continue. So here's the cage. How many more do you need? 1. Whatever you bring me, the next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
When asking, like, does she want me to bring her a certain kind of person? All right, let's go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Time to wake up. The hero and the princess again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
All right.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, into the cabin we go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. So I think I've taken the blade every time. I'm curious. There's got to be other paths I can take with the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
So I could always just stab her, which is always an option.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, we have a save at the cage. That's fine.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Alright, I'll put it down.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Do you?
Lie.
You're lying.
How does she know that?
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
Huh.
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah, let's keep you locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't... I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know
Basement time.
I think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job. You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Yeah, haunting
She
princess.
steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, cabin time.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Paranoid.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Oh, the paranoid's going to be
All of
useful.
you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. That's the weights, and only you can do it.
Okay. So do we take the blade or not? See, I think there's a path you can get to if you leave the blade. Just go into the basement. I'm cooking here. I got a plan.
We should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Okay. Let's just go down the stairs in silence.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please,
It's fine, Paranoid. You'll get back up.
To make things worse, just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, this is spooky. So I think when my friend played this, she went down the right. So I'm gonna go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
So I love the fact with this particular run, if you're playing it the first time through and you're really trying to like just not instantly kill her, leaving her in the basement is one of those paths you could find really early on. And it's just like, yeah, no, this is a compromise. We're not going to kill her. It's going to be fine. We'll let her go. We'll just keep an eye on things. And having it get this weird and dark so quickly is an interesting way.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves.
And this is what I loved when my friend Iris played this.
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Paranoid is keeping us going.
Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Heart, lungs.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
Nerves. She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Nerves. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault.
I'll be quiet, narrator.
No matter whose fault it is, because fighting her isn't an option right now. Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Okay. Why don't you finish me off? What am I to you alive? What happened if I killed you last time? You're a lunatic. Remain with the nightmare. That's an interesting choice. Okay, let's get out of here.
What? No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
No, I don't, honey.
Slides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it. But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out.
Exactly, paranoid.
Not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Yeah, let's follow the princess.
You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction.
Ooh, that's a noise.
Dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet. There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now.
Yep.
Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive.
Oh, do I pick who gets to do the nervous system?
Heart. Liver? Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin. No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I?
I feel that paranoid.
Heart, lungs, liver.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you.
Damn it.
It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do.
Step into the world, yeah, it's our only choice. Damn it, I screwed this up.
The doorknob twists in your
The world of terror. Let your terrors loose upon the world.
forested path beyond.
It's very creepy. Exactly, Perry.
You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed elves.
There goes the narrator.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
And the sad thing is, Perry, this creepy thing happens purely because we met her in the basement and we're like, we're not killing you, we're not saving you, we're just going to trap you down here and walk away. And this is what happens.
But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin.
Princess, exhausted, slumps to the ground. You didn't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I didn't have
Feels
before.
So bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us, and not in a good way.
It's gonna be okay, guys.
If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you?
Alright, mirror time. Gaze into your reflection. Silencers reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection.
I
You
think
me.
You know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of glass in two. Another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Okay. How many times? I wasn't supposed to see all this. What is this place? Where are we?
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
If you're not me, what are you?
I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
So you know about the looping, so the many times I met you, you even denied it a possibility. Why did you lie to me? Also, what am I? Did you make the princess too? The people beyond the walls of the construct. What is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Okay. Pretty sure death is good and important, actually.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
How did you expect me to get rid of the death?
Once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever.
Yeah, what's the princess?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though.
Not wrong. How did you die?
I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
Yeah, I think you might be out of time, buddy.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator is right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. One more time to the cabin. A tender heart, bring the nightmare to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Alright, we got an ad break in 3 minutes, and I am not interrupting this. So, I'm going to trigger it early, and then we'll be right back, folks. See you in a few. All right, everybody, we are back. So, yeah, this happened. We're at the end game.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Missed me. But I'm no longer quiet. I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Did you hear about the echo?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So, there's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is all of this falling on me? Let's talk through this. I still have many questions I need answers before I make a choice. I can't let you out into an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were going to become this, then at what point? What was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of it would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. It can't just come down to me destroying you or letting you out.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Fear that pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status.
Okay.
Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting
God, the ending is, this is so good.
You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
Address the vessel statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. Object to authority. Argue your independence. You act as though the world can exist without you, but I've done that. I won't engage with violence. It wasn't a rejection of fear. You broke me to your will. You wanted to make the world suffer. You act as if you're not above it. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid now. The fear of others is real. We can't uphold the harm that everyone suffers just because we're beyond it. Ooh, I like that one.
Others
Others cling to fear because they have not yet seen beyond it. Will you strip the world of possibility just because some refuse to see its beauty? Fear is a chain around the neck and a needle in the eye. It was fear that made our prison, and it was fear that told the lie that our spirits were not free to choose. Even when you cut yourself free, it was that lie that kept us bound in the dark. It was that lie that drove your edge through my heart. This construct is a machine of fear. It has no place in our divine hearts. Shatter it. Leave with me.
Fear or not, I drove a blade into your heart, and I remained while you were taken away. Oh, that's an interesting. Address the vessel statement directly. You speak about life and death. Reject her authority. I won't engage in violence. Thought to fight early and surrender. Let's try this one.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you.
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind
Ooh, the fury.
When it is all gone, you still have who you started with. A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
Even when you reduced me to nothing, you could not rid yourself of me, but I was able to rid myself of you. Yeah, I like that.
Death is a fantasy. Only those who lack perspective see it as anything other than transformation. You cannot destroy me. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to.
Hey, Wild.
Where did you end and I began? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Address the statement directly. Speak to your shared humanity. Reject your authority. Argue my independence. Address it directly, I guess. Curiosity comes second to doing the right thing. I still want to know what's out there. I miss what it was like to be together. Can we go back? Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined? So this is a rejection of her, this is neutral, and this is like caving into her. So this will be like her win. Yeah, let's reject it.
To harm me is to harm yourself, is to harm everything. The truth of that moment remains our truth. That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen?
Nope. Ooh! The razor.
You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts or not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once.
You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
I did rise far above you. I am far above you still. I will destroy you now as I destroyed you then. If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. Ooh, I like that. Felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle... Oh, that's good. I like this one more. This kind of aligns with her point of, like, death and change. Yeah, that's agreeing with her.
Were we self-destructive, or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were.
The glass between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? I'm ready to leave, but how do we do that? I never wanted to fight you. I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm sorry. You're cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I won't kill her. I won't let you free. I feel like this last one is what I chose the first time, and I still love this as a path. I don't know what the answer is, but it has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Hell yeah, hero. Welcome back. Where's everybody else? How are you going to help? I thought voices weren't allowed here. Where's everybody else?
They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then
I'm
let's
ready.
go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
For old time's sakes. Just you and me. Did anybody else make
It's
it?
just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Alright, let's take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Basement time.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Alright, down the stairs.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
What are we gonna do?
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
Which is what I did the last time.
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Slay her, I can't do that. Agree to the plan. I don't want this, I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Is it too late to go back to being a god?
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Last time I agreed to her plan. I'm trying to make different choices. Because I do like this plan. Let's just go for it.
So this is really it then. Let's see this through.
So, that's how it is. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you the piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you have also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
Small part of her is still with
Is
us.
that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. So we're back out in the long quiet.
It's quiet here.
Path and woods outside are empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. Body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumbled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite place. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality, a new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it?
Hey, it's the Broken.
All of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all
I'm awake.
because I'm personally inconsolable.
Oh, you're saying you're awake.
Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it.
Welcome back to the waking world.
Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Here, here, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
A new and unyielding dawn. Slay the princess. So different ending. And it's just wind and blowing. God, I want to figure out how to get a certain path. There's one called The Princess and the Dragon, and that seems cool. Special thanks. Our song. Here's a track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can press H and hide the UI. Alright. But yeah, that's the end of the game. We killed Death. I feel a little bit bad for her. I do want to save what I chose to walk down. And we can, oh, excuse me, we can go into memories. The tower we had, the fury, the nightmare, razor, witch, stranger, prisoner, damsel, cage, thorn, wild. Fall to a feral captive. Meet your equal in combat. Oh, here it is. Here's all the tower paths. Resist a god through force of arms, but ultimately succumb. Resist a god purely through force of will with no weapons. Okay, so these are all the gallery scenes. Oh my god, there's so much for the fury. Give her your hand. And some of these are a lot smaller than the others. Oh wow, I saw everything for the stranger. There's so much for the witch. Direct combat. Peace offering. One of you has to go first, it might as well be you. One of you is going to betray the other, might as well do the betraying. Don't turn your back on her. Cabin's collapsing around you, maybe you two should stop fighting. You've been here before. A righteous heart. See through her broken eyes at the end of everything. See through her confident eyes. So these are endings. And I've always used the witch as a transition, so this would actually require me to take the witch's heart back to her rather than the thorn or something else. Where's the thorn? Kiss the girl, strike at a thorny rose's heart. So I'm going to swallow everything out of spite. Share a thorny prison of your own making. There's 2 for Kiss the Girl. The damsel has that whole other section that I haven't done. A pliable heart. A gentle heart. Is it just me or is she changing? She's not changing, she's becoming worse. Really worse. Oh no, slay her. She's changing, you have to slay her now. She's changing, you have to slay her now. Give her everything she didn't know she wanted. Okay. I've only done this little bit of the prisoner? We're locked in here together. Slay her, retrieve vital evidence of her wrongdoings. You've been here before, now you're here again, whole. A patient heart. This time with that a head. So this is stab her and you get there. This is she cuts her head off. Fall to a pharaoh captive. Slay her without a moment's hesitation. I've done that though. Meet your equal in combat. Resist the divine, it's hard to kill a god. There's no shame in failing. Okay. Yeah, there's so much here. God, the cage is missing all of this still? Dear God. Fight the specter. Find the specter. Find the beast. Find the adversary. I thought you said she wasn't armed. Get her to break her own chains. Always leave a means of easy egress. Damn both of you to an incomplete existence. Find your freedom as gods forever. Leave with her at the end of everything. Back to where it started. You're always a bit of a contrarian. Oh, so this is the specifically you have to go contrarian route first. Destroy her without any outside help. Destroy her without any outside help, then offer her grace. What does that mean? Okay. All right. Okay. So what paths have I not seen? I haven't seen the Wraith. I haven't seen the Apotheosis. I think I've seen the Empty Cup. Make her blush. Okay. Oh, I went down mutually assured destruction, which is choose aggressive options against the Razor. There's one here for take the blade, side with the princess when the narrator possesses you, and go to the prisoner and the skeptic. Kill the prisoner, and then you get the gray, who's the drowned. The hunted, the fury, the contrarian. And the wild, the contrarian, the wild, the stubborn, the wild, the paranoid, the wild, the opportunist, the den. What is the den? The wild, the thorn, the wild. Oh, I almost got the Wraith. I ended up giving her the nightmare. And the Wraith would have required me to either take the blade to kill her, or take the blade but use it when she follows me out of the basement. I didn't take the blade at all, so I just got the nightmare. Okay. Interesting. What's am I getting here? Keep getting pings from people about stuff. Alright. Anyway. So do we want to do another run? Honestly, I really want to see that Princess and the Dragon one. What is the route for this? Your spiteful attempt to take the ghostly princess with you in the afterlife makes the two of you closer than ever. Now you'll see what it's like to be chained to a wall and talk to somebody once you're dead for a change. So I go to the Spectre. One of the three forms introduced in the Pristine Cut. Okay, here's how it works. Gotcha. Yeah, let's try for it. Main menu. Oh, that's how I did it. Nope, not what I wanted to click. Second save. New game. And we are going to fast forward through some stuff here.
You're on a path in the woods.
To get to this
At the end of
one,
that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
so 3 existing chapters have been massively expanded due to fan demand. The Apotheosis, the Den, and the Fury. And they've added the Princess and the Dragon, the Cage, nice, and Happily Ever After to the Damsel. Okay. And a new ending was added. Alright. What are the endings? How many endings are there? Well, there's the good ending. Just as you were once, nothing is achieved if you walk away from the cabin in chapter 2 or 3, aborting the loop and denying the Shifting Mound a vessel. This must be done 6 times in a row. If at any point after aborting a route you make progress with the game and gift the Shifting Mound a vessel, you can no longer walk away in chapter 1, making this ending completely inaccessible. There are certain chapters where it's impossible to contribute to this ending due to complete inability to abort the route. Happily Ever After and The Stranger. If accessed in a new game. A new unending dawn. Oh, that's interesting. It actually changes the ending based on whether or not you were cruel to the voices between when you approach the mirror. You do it twice, it's a terrible ending. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, there's literally one ending that is determined whether or not you made another choice in chapter 1. Wow. Hey, Sakibon. Hello. Hey, you got the first. Nice. I combine that with the no outside help options via scum saving for Path of the Game, where I was just history's greatest monster and no one liked me. Yeah. Yeah, I tend to be nicer to the voices. I was more murderous to the princess this time, but I was nice to the voices. I like being nice to them. But anyway, let's fast forward through this. We are going to the cabin.
You make your way up the shore.
Inside we go. Alright.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fire.
Alright, we're going to slay the princess, reject the narrative's paradise, return to the cabin to meet the disembodied spirit of the princess.
You take the blade from...
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement... Good.
Down the
Still listening to
stairs.
reason.
Step forward. Slay.
You lunge forward without...
Okay. So, kill her.
Yes, exactly.
We're gonna leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to... Only...
This is bullshit. Get me out of here.
Done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You... Hey.
Alright, let's get out of here.
But you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Alright. Anything to get out of this hell? Actually, I'll explore it first. Nah, fuck it.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
The Spectre.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Voice of the Cold.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay.
A warning. before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Alright, I think we're supposed to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alright, down to the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
I bet.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Okay.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Interesting. Okay. Besmuddied spirit, she offers the chance of redemption by asking if she could possess his body and walk out of the cabin together. Realizing the princess is a new body to die in, they draw the bit on themselves to her frustration and horror, but instead of dying, you do another thing. Okay.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Killed you. Do you know why we came back? Or why you came back? You threatened me last time. Sorry I killed you. Do you want me to die? Can I make it up to you? Let's team up. What do you want from me? If you knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. Ah, you like being nice to them too. Yeah, they're good beans. Let's see. You're dead, or mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? I killed you in this cabin. I'm gonna say teleported, but I wasn't in the woods anymore. I guess I should try and tell you. What do you want? I'm out of ideas. Is there a way to make it up to you?
Of course there is. You can give me the only thing I've ever wanted. A way out of this basement. The place won't let me leave. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Okay. It's getting interesting. So we're gonna hit ad break because it's coming up in 30 seconds anyways, and then we'll come back and we'll try and go for the Princess and the Dragon ending, or path. Alright, everybody, we are back, and we had a raid while I was on break. Hello, Flower and Raiders. Hello, hello. I am Deuscain. For those of you who don't know me, I am a variety-type streamer, and I play a whole bunch of story-related games, usually. Tonight we are playing Slay the Princess, a game that is very gory and very bloody, and yeah, it's a lot. So we killed the princess. We were given our happily ever after in eternity, and we decided to say, screw eternity, stab ourselves and die, and then we came back again, and now we're facing the ghost of the woman we killed, who wants to possess our bodies so she can leave this cabin that otherwise she wasn't able to leave. So, yes. But how are you? Let's see what you were doing here. Ooh, you're playing some Helldivers too. Good game. Very good game. Hope you had a blast. But, you know, as with any raider, you are welcome to stick around, hang out, vibe, lurk, do whatever you want to. Or if you gotta raid and run, I completely understand that. But, welcome, everybody. So, yes, letting the ghost princess possess my body would be very bad.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so...
Hope you have an amazing stream. Thank you, Flower.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I say no, this would be temporary, right? What happens after you leave? Sure, possess me.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
Yep.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh, she literally sees what we're saying and knows what we're doing.
It doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
I love the narrator.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Slay the princess, huh? Let's see how this works.
Isn't that an interesting idea?
I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that?
Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made.
All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
After all that, you're really just going to stab me again?
Yep.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time.
Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
I don't want to die in you. I thought you finally understood me, but instead you just wanted to hurt me again.
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
If only I could drag you with me and make you understand.
Make you understand, huh?
For me, is it?
It would certainly be interesting. Though being dead does sound dull. And you are about to be dead. Again.
Get away from me, you cold little freak.
Pick up a spirit and destroy it the only way you can. Feel adult hair like strips of meat delicately peeled away from bone. Doesn't matter how delicate hands are if you're the meat. You've been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget it first, but then you forget the pain.
We were so close to leaving, and now look at you. Look at me. Is this what you wanted?
Words from inside and outside your head, but you're on the ground. There's a writhing mass of flesh and scales and feathers. Is that a leg? Is that me? Is that what I look like?
Oh, you're here too. Maybe trying to slay me was for the best. If it means you could leave those other voices behind. The two mean ones, at least. I feel kind of bad for the nice one. But we probably shouldn't think about them too much right now. They're a mess, and I don't think we could fix them. No point in worrying over messes that can't be fixed.
Liquid bubbles up from the open packets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It's trying to speak, but no longer has the tissues that speech requires. What do I choose here? As the princess tries to drag her fading form to the entrance of the cabin, you find yourselves back at the start of the loop chained to the wall of the basement. What about me? Can we go? Let's try to go.
Okay, yeah. Deep breath, princess. Let's go.
You hurtle towards the cabin stairs, but time seems to slow down the closer you get. In a moment, you're halfway there. In 2 moments, you're halfway there again, having the distance to the stairs almost feel within reach.
We're not gonna make it, are we? We're gonna be stuck again.
You're seated in a room that's empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the wall. It's quiet, you're alone. This is what you deserve. 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 Over and over and over and over again.
Are you still there? Am I alone again?
I'm still here.
At least I won't be lonely. It's nice to hear your voice. I mean, think your voice?
You're different. Your whole mood is different.
I'm just trying to make the best of things. You could always make the best of things too, if you want. We both have a chance to start over. Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that feels right. I never wanted to be your enemy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I just feel fine right now. I think things happen for a reason. And if you trying to kill both of us is what it takes for you to finally see what I see, then I'm okay with that.
We're here. What happened to the others?
I don't know. I hope they're okay. Some of them, at least. I didn't like the one that kept bossing you around. And that quiet one kinda gave me the creeps. I liked that last one, though. He was nice. I hope he's okay. That's okay.
Sorry about the
There are
stabbing.
reasons. I don't think it's good to hold on to the past like that anyways. It's better if we choose to move forward together.
The music of this one is so interesting. How do I get out of here?
I wish I knew, but I think we're probably stuck here until something happens.
Are we a ghost? Solid, translucent, solid again.
Maybe? It's like sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Like we're something in between ghost and not ghost. Well, that's what I've always done.
Be a better answer than just wait.
I already told you I don't have any ideas. I did tell you that, right? Sorry if I didn't.
Now that I think about it, both times I've been here, nothing happened until after I saw a title card. I haven't seen a title card yet.
You've gotten title cards? What did they say?
First one I got said the hero and the princess. Then after we both got, I got chapter 2, the specter.
Well, the first one is sweet.
I'm a hero. I've been trying to save the world, you know. Villain to the one person might be a hero to others. I'll say nothing.
I'm sorry. This is our third time here, right? So that would make this chapter 3. Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon.
Am I a dragon?
Does being called a dragon make you happy? You're kind of scary looking, like really scary looking.
Oh, something's here.
I guess you made it back here. We're still all wrong. It's like you don't really know what we're supposed to be.
Thump on the floorboards above, then another scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering of your body stops. You're solid.
I know that sound. It's the noise. I guess it's hard to do anything without it.
So, what do I look like?
Scary. It's hard to describe. It's hard to look at you.
Movement on the stairs.
Thump, thump, thump.
Figure emerges shrouded in feathered darkness, the world fading behind it, its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. God damn, that's us. That's the long quiet.
You're you? You've always looked like this. You're scary sometimes, but looks only matter so much.
So, what do you want to do?
I guess we'll just have to talk to them. So, here we are again. I'm back in chains and you have your knife. So, what are we going to do?
The head on the Faircox at the side is an inquisitive, suspicious, hostile. Its emotions are unreadable.
I guess we could just stare at each other?
The silence holds. Why is it being so quiet? Is it because I'm not there? I hate the silence. It's putting me on edge. Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time?
Is that why you're always quietly staring? I can't hear what's going on in there anymore now that I'm back in my own body. Do you want to share your thoughts? It'd only be polite, really.
Ooh, this could go very well or very poorly.
You would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
I believe it's of it head dangling by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Stare with a wild grin but does not act.
How dull. We've already had our discussions in private. I'd rather not keep listening to the rest of you run in circles, repeating the same arguments again and again and again. It was so much more interesting when we had someone to mediate. I'm sorry, did you just share privileged information with the enemy?
That's the opportunist.
Well, it isn't privileged anymore, now is it? Do we really need all this secrecy? No, we don't. Yes we do. Sidebar everyone, now. Chop chop.
Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself. There's no response.
Excuse me. They're not listening to me.
Make them listen. Try being assertive.
You're right. No more nice princess for them. I'm going to speak my mind. Hello?
Silence.
I'm trying to say something. Hey, I said I'm talking now. Will you listen to me?
So you are, and very loudly. Do you have something to say?
Oops. I mean, yeah. I already know about all that privileged information because he's in here with me.
Oh, how very interesting.
Oh, that's not good for the cold to be interested.
That changes things, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, it changes things, all right. We get to take out 2 birds with 1 stone.
Wait, what?
From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very...
Oh, look at that face.
What's the word? Fleshy? Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
And are you doing this?
Oh, I most definitely am.
Feel small as the monster in front of you attacks, blade raised, and wings spread.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this. Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality. He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me. He's not one of us. He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves to say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter. Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence for a moment as cold eyes regard you. Then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. Oh, there we go. You can feel something else too as the metal slides into your chest. Okay. What else? Fear as your legs wobble and then as...
Princess collapses against the wall. See? That was easy. It was too easy. It felt bad. Don't feel bad. Life is all about taking the easy wins. You don't think the people at the top got there because they worked for it, do you? I mean, of course they did. Hard work is important. Yeah, hard work often goes unappreciated. Why bother? Yeah, screw hard work. I guarantee you that anyone who's anyone has done nothing but take shortcuts. Am I supposed to find that impressive? Of course you are. I got us here, didn't I? Yes, everyone's very impressed with your accomplishments. But in case you haven't noticed, she isn't dead yet. So how about you finish this before you start celebrating yourself?
What are you waiting for? You won, didn't you? Not that it's hard executing a helpless captive.
Oh yeah, I'm back in my body, boys.
Oh, you're different. You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really.
Oh, the opportunist is kissing ass.
It's quiet again. Are you still going to kill me?
Should we? It would be so easy.
Absolutely. Nothing of substance has changed. She remains a threat to the entire world.
No.
And the only thing left to do is cut me out of here. You should give the knife to me, though. What if you using it kicks you out of your body again?
Okay, listen. I know you're in charge again, but this is obviously a trick. We can't trust her. We literally just stabbed her. Someone's gonna have to take a leap of faith eventually. You hand the blade to the princess, who gingerly cuts herself free from her bindings. You maniac. And then what happens? Then, as her chains clatter to the floor, she turns her back on you and hurls the blade through the basement window, never to be seen again. No, 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 no. You need the blade to deal with her.
I'm so glad that's behind us. Come on, let's get out of here.
She reaches forward and takes your hand in hers before excitedly pulling you towards the basement stairs.
Yeah? And what does it feel like? Is it nice?
Why do you want to know?
You can tell a lot of things about someone from their handshake. I want to know more about the person we decided unanimously to throw our lot in with.
Jeez, an opportunist.
Whatever. It's delicate and tender.
Ah, so even through everything, she hasn't forgotten what it's like to have a heart. That'll do.
The two of you rush up the basement stairs together. Ugh.
Welcome back, by the way. Yes, we all missed you so very much.
I missed you the most.
Of course you did,
Here
opportunist.
until he was gone.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. If you step through that door, you're damning every single person alive. You do realize that, yes?
Who cares?
One last door, and then we're free. I'm down a hand, so you'll have to be the one to open it.
Sure.
Twist the doorknob in your hand and step forward into the world you've damned. You and the princess fall to the ground, exhausted. I hope this all comes back.
Oh,
to
this music is
bite
so
you
good.
two here. I hope you're forced to feel the weight of all the regret there's ever.
Well, narrator is gone. Find yourself free of any of the regrets he wished upon
I
you.
don't think I'd ever get to be happy, but I think I am. I just didn't realize that being happy would feel so cold.
Sorry, honey. The Shifting Mound's gonna take you now. Peace is not loud. Something has ripped her from you and has left something else in her place.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us. We're top of the pecking order now. Right, boys?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it.
I don't think you should. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
It's you. No groan, no wither, no nothing.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself. She will make for an empathetic heart. Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
You know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
God, there's so many choices there. But I don't think we have enough time for another proper run, so I think that might be where we call this for the night. But thank you all for joining me. We're going to find somebody to raid into. See who's around. Guys, I don't want to go too late tonight. I keep pushing the envelope and staying up way, way too late, way too often. So, let's have out a little early tonight. Let's see. Is that who I think that is? Or maybe them. You know what? I don't get to raid this streamer as often as I'd like to, so let's raid this. Let's raid this person. Oh. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me. We are going to raid one of my favorite streamers, Vividly VV. She is playing TCG Card Shop Simulator. So, be nice to her. Take care of her. She's a good bean. But if you do want to hang out and interact with me more, I do have a community Discord here. You can hop in. Also, you can check me out on all of my social sites here. I'm going to be uploading clips and VODs to YouTube, including, starting soon, my other runs for Slay the Princess. So we'll be able to look at those and see what I chose before. And also a reminder, I do have a Throne page, so if you want to get me something nice for this holiday season, you know, that's where it is. It's not an obligation, but any gift is appreciated. Anyway, take care of yourselves, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever it is in your part of the world. I will see you again probably on Monday for some more Persona 5. But take care.